Hello and welcome to this afternoon taste challenge. This taste challenge involves Classic Club V.S.O.P. Very smooth old pale. Don't know when it was introduced, but I know it was around like 40, 50 years ago. I saw some old bottles and they had the old tax stamp on them and everything. You know, the tax band around the top. So yeah, they've been around at least 45 years. But not prominent. Couldn't get a trademark date on when it was first introduced. Kept looking, trying hard. It's currently produced by IWA Distilling Company Limited in Kentucky, and it's a brandy with natural flavor and caramel color. All right, Classic Club. It was $17.99 for this huge bottle at Total Wine and More. There you go. Now, the competitor is the real deal. This was introduced in 1990, 33 years ago. St-Rémy, or as we say in English, St-Rémy. St-Rémy Extra Old French Brandy. It's got the tricolor, blue, white, red of the current French flag. It's got the famous St-Rémy device. It's in a dark brown bottle, but it looks black, but it's actually a dark brown, very dark brown bottle. My hair's sticking up. I washed it though. It's clean. Wow, it's clean. Okay, Distillateur Français, French distiller since 1886. But they didn't come out with the St-Rémy, like I said, the XO till 1990. Let me go rinse it off. It's got a little dust on it. All right, to avoid confusion, there's two divisions of the company, the brandy part. There's St-Rémy, which is all the brandies made in France, outside of Cognac, France. And then you've got on the other side the Remy Martin. That's all the cognacs made in Cognac, France. Okay, Remy Martin. So St-Rémy and Remy Martin are both owned by Cointreau. Remy-Cointreau, Cointreau. That's that orange liqueur company. They're big. If you look up Cointreau, they own so many brands and so many different distilleries. Not even funny. Okay. So it says brandy imported by, there it is, Remy-Cointreau. I'm not going to read all that. So the website's pretty intricate. If you got an hour or two to spend, you could look at all of it because it's going to take you about that long. It's not one of these little quick thrown together websites where they just say, oh, it's good, drink it. No. They go into detail. You might look at that website and say it's too much detail. I don't have that kind of patience. Oh, how much was this bottle? When I bought it, it was like $18.99. But I think the price is going up. You can see it's brown with the light shining through it, dark brown. So yeah, it's gonna run you probably $20 for that bottle, which for a third tier up liquor is not bad. You know, it's not the base model, the XO, the VS. It's not the mid-range V.S.O.P. It's the higher range. That's not their most exquisite because, you know, they've got some really high hat, small batch stuff that I don't see around here. Appearance, yeah, it's about the same. So caramel color, and the other one does not say caramel color, although they could have it. With brandy, they can add that. Interesting website. They're showing, and you can look it up. I'll put the link below. Pairings. They say the St-Rémy XO you should have with smoked salmon, grilled bacon, cheeses, certain cheeses. They list them. Blue cheese for one. Chocolate muffin, a banana bread, some banana bread, or mango ice cream. The rich and complex taste of St-Rémy XO makes it ideal to be enjoyed neat, on ice, or in a classic brandy cocktail, or mixed with coffee. So you can basically have it any way you want. To show the barrels stacked up the angle. So that's why when you get brandy, it's not going to give you an age statement, because there's generally no aging on it, because they just have maybe 10 barrels stacked. And every once in a while, they'll take the top barrel and turn it, dump it into the second highest, then 9 into 8, 8 into 7, 7 into 6, down to 1. And so it's a blend of all different type of brandies. But right now, they've got the St-Rémy signature, smooth and oaky. I've never seen that. The V.S.O.P, delicate and balanced. I can get that at Walmart right there. It's running about $16 a bottle. Good stuff, but it's kind of cheap. Discover all the collection. There is something wrong with the website, because every time I jump to a different section, it's asking me for my age statement again. St-Rémy collection. V.S.O.P is the base. They don't start with a VS. They might sell that in France though. XO, which I have, the signature, finished in sherry cask, finished in Sauternes cask, and port cask. So they're showing 6 different ones. Do they make more than 6? Well, that's what they're showing, 6. Okay. They're claiming they're the #1 French brandy. #1 how? In popularity, in quality. So they don't really explain that. Here's the section called What is Brandy? They say whiskey. Whiskey is produced from cereal grains like barley, wheat, corn, and rye. The grains are fermented into a low alcohol beer, right? They make the beer first with no hops, and then distilled to reach the distilled proof, the desired proof. Rum is produced from sugarcane, either the fresh squeezed juice or from molasses, a byproduct of the sugar making process. The molasses is fermented into wash and then distilled. Correct. Tequila. Tequila is produced from the agave plant, a member of the lily family. Lily, not cactus. The agaves are cooked and the resulting sugars are then fermented before distillation. So they're showing you some of the competitors you see. But they say brandy. There is no global definition of brandy. But while brandy can be made from almost any fruit, the greatest majority are made from grapes, which are harvested, pressed, fermented into wine, and then distilled into brandy. So there's other steps like the other ones. There's steps like the other ones. They take the grapes, then they make wine. Now they could stop there and sell the wine, which they probably do. And then they can go to the next level, distill the wine into a liquor called brandy, which is wine turned into liquor. Okay. They're showing red grapes on this picture, though, which is kind of weird because I thought it was all from white grapes, but no, they're showing red grapes. What do you know? Where does brandy come from? The word brandy originates from the Old Dutch brandewijn, brandy wine, meaning burnt wine. I knew that. I knew that back in the early 90s when I was starting to teach high school and learning about the Revolutionary War. Burnt wine. Dutch traders, masters of the seas, developed the brandy wine business and made it famous around all of Europe. When England became a big player in international trade, the word brandy did too, because the English loved brandy. Then they give the history of Saint-Rémy, 100% French, the diversity of the French vineyards. You can read all these articles on their website. And then you can read articles about all their brandies. It's really something. Well, we're going to get off of this. Butch Willie says, I was surprised to see you do a Bud Light review. I never thought I'd see you do one. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I review a lot of products, regardless of how much or how little I like the company. You know what I mean? It's just out there, so I'll review it. So I don't have a totalitarian viewpoint, left or right. No, I mean, have a free enterprise viewpoint, though. Some people, not saying you, of course, but some people have a problem with that because they're totalitarian. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I've been reviewing Anheuser's products since 2010 online, on video. I was doing them on written since 2009. Okay. So we know the color's caramel clear. Jim Jones says, just found your channel about an hour ago. I hope you like it. Welcome to the channel. Smells like spicy grapes. Spicy grape skins, spicy grape distillate. Smells pretty nice, pretty refined. What about the oak? Oh, not really in the aroma. I'm loving the channel, especially I like the videos you did with a friend. Not sure of the name you cracked. Oh yeah, David. Yeah, well, we kind of butt heads sometimes, but well, it was like I said earlier, I'm not totalitarian. I don't say, well, you come on my channel, you have to totally agree with me at all times and follow my every order, no matter how ridiculous. You know, I don't do that. I just say, you want to old married couple? Yeah, not quite accurate there, but so he's got his ideas about these beers. I got my ideas, or wine or liquor. Well, rarely wine. You know, he's not into wine, but I like wine. You know. But it's how call it as you see it, however you see it. It works out. Some controversy sometimes, but it's not staged. Some people think, oh, it's all planned out. You'll like they think we write a script, like, oh, let's argue about this one, and then we'll no, it's never like that. We'll talk about what we're going to review, of course. We'll say, oh, you want to try this one? He might say, oh, I hate that kind of stuff. I say, all right, fine. Or it could work the other way. He might say, what about this? And I might say, I don't know, man. But I usually go along with it. But I'm not going to pretend like I always like the idea. Wayne says, cheers. Cheers to you, Stanley Wayne wrote. I'm typically an IPA guy. I've been enjoying your reviews on PBR, of course, etc. Yeah, I mean, I like them all, really. People always ask me that. What's your favorite style? No, they ask me, what's your favorite beer, like brands? I don't know. I don't know what they are. All right, so let's go over here with this aroma. Yeah, it's got this flavoring thing going on with it. I don't know what the flavor is. Cotton candy. I don't know if cotton candy is a flavoring. I don't think it is. vanilla extract, well, that would be definitely a flavoring. And something else. It's something like I can't pin it down. I cannot pin it down, but I know it's there. Obviously, I'm smelling it, and they're not going to tell you what they're using, but it's. You might buy this and say, "Oh, don't you know that's fill in the blank?" And then I might be like, "Oh yeah, I never did think about it like that." But it's something. Rum cake, rum cake. You could use another liquor as a flavoring, though. True story. Like in Canada, they allow that. You could use bourbon to flavor Canadian whiskey. You say, well, bourbon's not actually a flavoring. I know, but they allow that in Canada. They consider it that it is a flavoring because it's not the same as the product being made. And they allow you to use any kind of wine, as long as it's aged in small wood barrels. You could use rum. So, I don't know. Right. But I know that this is the Saint-Rémy. Yep, got it. So I got it on aroma only, but how was I going to get it confused? Answer, I wasn't going to get it confused. Now the Saint-Rémy is twice the price. Don't cost you twice as much or more. At least twice as much. Now is it twice as good? Probably. Let's taste it. It's probably going to be twice as good, but I'm not sure about it. Probably will be. Joking. I don't believe this one's got flavoring added at all. It just tastes like grape skins, grape wine, like white wine or something, distilled into liquor. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's fruity, but not too fruity. It's medium body, mild, mellow, easy going. So, and smooth as silk. So, if you want an easy going, smooth, mild, mellow liquor for $20 or less, won't be more. $20 or less, age 6 to 10 years, get Saint-Rémy XO. Now, it's not really at too many stores, but you might be able to track it down. You can find the V.S.O.P all over, all over, all over. It's good. The V.S.O.P is good. Not quite as good though, but you save a little money. You only getting 4 to 6 years, so you're averaging like about a 5-year-old product, where this is like an 8-year-old product. Okay, but it's but you might like they have a locator tool on the website. The link I put below, it says find it near you, so probably work if you can get it. But I think Saint-Remy, the regular one, is everywhere, like the whole United States. The XO, like I said already, could be a problem. And those other variants they're showing, I've never seen any of those, so I don't know where they are. Maybe New York City, Philadelphia, and Boston, maybe nowhere else. I'm just thinking places close to France with a lot of people. Oh man, classic club. I don't know what's classic about it, and I don't know what club serves it. You say, well, that's just a marketing name. It doesn't mean anything. I know that. It's thin bodied, so it doesn't have the body of the XO. There's a little wood. You can taste a little of the oak barrel, aged 4 to 6 years. Do they probably add flavoring because it would be so bland without the flavoring that it would just be something that people would never buy a second time. Like it wouldn't be like they bought it and think, oh, I can't drink this. It's terrible. It would be like something more along the lines of like, there ain't nothing to this. There's nothing to this. Why would I want to buy this again? And so they would. But but when they tweak it with a little flavoring, makes it all right. All right. Now, am I going to sip on this talking about how bad it is? No. It's not bad. Actually, it's good within certain parameters. I didn't know what to think when I bought it. I was sort of thinking that it could be a fiasco, but it didn't turn out to be bad. Turned out to be quite all right. It's low end. I mean, we'll keep that in mind. It's low shelf. Although at Total Wine, it was on a higher shelf. Couldn't figure that out. Like the cheapest product was way up there. I don't know. They do it their way, and other stores do it their way. Now, compared to this French brandy, St-Rémy, cannot compete. It cannot compete. It's at least twice as good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so clearly better. It's just, and I'm not sitting here plotting against Kentucky, looking to get them. I'm going to get them. No, because you can get some XO brandies from Kentucky. Like, well, assuming you can find it. Paul Masson XO, Christian Brothers XO, those could be tough. Now the V.S.O.Ps, yeah, you can find those. The Sacred Bond, Christian Brothers Sacred Bond, I know where to find that. 100 proof, really nice. But that's going to be on the same price point as this, so they're going to even out. You could get the yeah, I guess those are the two main, because all the rest going to be like really cheap ones like this. Be like Fleischmann's brandy. Oh, yay. It's going to be so cheap. The Mr. Boston brandy. Yeah, all of those. Glenmore brandy. They're going to all be cheap. And they're going to probably all say brandy with natural flavorings and caramel color. You know the routine. But it depends on what your utilization is. If you're not looking to do too much with it, you say, "Oh man, I'm gonna mix mine with RC Cola and watch Happy Days reruns." Oh yeah, it'll work perfect for that. Yeah. If you say I'm hosting a rehearsal party for this wedding, yeah, I wouldn't bring it. I wouldn't bring that. If it's a swim party, yeah, bring the cheap. Okay, but you know that already. I don't need to tell you that. All right. Cheers. Back to you. On tip. Okay, let's see. Cheers, Jay says, "Whoa, cheers to you. Are you watching the home run derby tonight, Jay?" Also, cheers, Jim Joe. I don't really get into that. I don't really go for exhibitions. A guy at work was like, "Man, that's the stuff, the home run derby. But he likes pro wrestling too." I was like, "Well, it's an exhibition. If you want to watch it, go ahead. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to say, oh, people that watch it are stupid. People shouldn't watch it. Why are you watching that? Why don't you go watch Masterpiece Theater?" I'm not like that. If you want to watch it, watch it. So, but it's just not to me for me. I rather a contest than an exhibition. But it's cool. But it's fine if that's what you want to. Like I say, if that's what you want to watch. When they start back up Friday, I'll watch. No problem. I'll watch every highlight. I'll watch highlights of every single game this year. Every game. How many games is that? I don't know. but I watched the highlights of every single one. Now some are quick, 30 seconds, but some are long and drawn out, 8 minutes. So, but I watched them all, and I kind of know, oh, that player's doing this. This one's hurt. This one's improving, but it's been a horrible season so far. Well, I kind of know that just because of of watching it all. You see, have you been wearing Cardinals gear? Oh, he said I've seen you wearing Card. Is that your team? No, I just have gear from every team. So I have all 30 teams. I have hats, shirts from all the keychains from all the teams. So I did the Cardinals, and now I'm on to I guess I'll do the I will do the Baltimore Orioles next. I got a lot of stuff from them to wear, but I post my stuff weeks after it's made. So if you see something, you'd be like, "Oh, you wore that today," but it might have been 2 weeks ago. But it's still kind of current. Do you own any Milwaukee Brewers merchandise? Yeah, I got from every team, even the Montreal Expos, which are gone. Yeah, so every team, if it's a team in the major leagues, I got the merchandise, the apparel, the shirts, the caps. Okay, so this was pretty clear cut. Yep, the Expo. I went to an Expos game. I went to one Expos game in my life. 2004, last year of the Expos. I went to one. So I was like, yep, go and see the Expos. I didn't get to go to the old stadium. It was a road game, but I did go. Should have gone to that stadium, Montreal. Oh, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay, is there anything worthwhile to say about Classic Club V.S.O.P? I guess there's not a whole lot worthwhile to say about it, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about it's trash, it's filth, only bums drink it, it's homeless people, brandy, and all that. I'm not going to say all that because it's not true. It's a decent little mixer brandy, and that's what it is. And you know that, I know that, and the American people know it. That's why it's in this big jug bottle for $17.99, and it'll last basically forever for me, my whole life, more or less. So, in that sense, it's fine. Nothing to complain about. St-Rémy is like the real deal. It's a real in-play brandy. It can compete against other quality products. It would be one to get and to bring into competition and to seriously drink and compete and think about and contemplate and all that. That's the kind of product it is. The other one is clearly not that, but we all kind of like knew that already. Okay, so I hope we did. But anyway, later this week, okay, there it is, clearing up, getting focused. Later this week, I plan to bring in a couple of more brandies. I've got can't remember what they are. What are they? Anybody want to see? Most people viewing this like we don't care. We'll watch it when it comes out. Yeah, I get that. All right, so I'll show you. I'll show it to you if you want to see it. But if not, what's the next liquor after the brandy? Okay. Oh, rum. Rum. Oh yeah, where's my mind? Where is my mind? Because you want to see it? Okay. So we got rum coming up. The Boqueron Silver, really good product too, by the way. Oh, so where was my mind? We got Ciroc VS. Been on the market for 5 long years now. Been on the market for 5 whole years. You can see I've gotten through a lot of it, huh? Beautiful bottle. Real cork. This like wooden device here. Yeah, it runs about $35. So I didn't pay that much. I got it for 29. But yeah, it's running about 35 bucks. But it's a real nice one. It's a VS, just a basic. They never did come out with a V.S.O.P or an XO. I guess they just said, the company said, we're going to keep it cheap. And it's, I saw KBR did a review of the Ciroc. KBR, that's the first time I saw the product. Oh, Kentucky Brew Reviews. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I've been subscribed to them for so long, since the beginning, you know. All right, here's another nice one. Been on the market also since 2018. The owner lives in Texas, but she got some French brandy companies to make this for her. And she found an old label from like some brandy company that was out of business in the 1800s, and she just used this label. She said she wanted to use this label because it was old timey. Wasn't like copyrighted. You know, it was no trademark on it. The company had been out of business 90 years, you know. Public domain. Public domain. It's in your pocket, you can take it. All right, so and I got a deal on this brandy St. Louise. Still got about half the bottle. I got a deal on this. It's running about $35 a bottle, but I got it for what did I get this for? 12, 13. I mean, true story. Yeah, it was like $12. Oh well, I guess it was 13. Yeah, $12.99. It's $13, which is extraordinarily low. I didn't ask questions. I just bought it. Did my research. Oh yeah. Thank you, Savannah Discount, for that deal. And then we're gonna move on to brandy. I mean to rum. Huh. To rum. To rum. To rum. 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 That's the first time I saw the product. Yeah. Well, here they're coming up. So get ready for Ciroc and brandy St. Louise, and then we'll be on to rum. And I got so many white rums, silver rums, clear rums. You're gonna be sick of rum in about a month. You'd be saying, "Why are you showing another rum?" I got so many though. Have you ever reviewed or tried Kashaka? No, no. I'm so limited. Whiskey, brandy, rum, tequila, and mezcal. That's it. 5 things: whiskey, brandy, rum, tequila, mezcal. I mean, that's keeping me occupied. It's keeping me pretty occupied. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.